Okay, I'm going to show you, kind of run through the demo real quick. I've already set this record up, and I'm actually editing it right now. My previous attempt to go through my Google number kind of flubbed up a little bit, but for my demonstration, I'll actually show you. I did get a message and phone call. I accidentally hit the wrong button to accept the call, and I sent them to voicemail. But anyway. Here's the Google number I'm using. Again, I use the first name, last name number so that I can pull this record up later to maybe schedule a reminder in the future. There's the part that gets added to every message. This is where the SMS reminder will go, and what it'll say this plus the reminder at the top, or the date time. It will, and I'll show you that here in a second. The phone call, it'll be a phone call. It'll play the audio file, and then it'll tell me the date and time. And then it'll send me an email as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and publish this, and let's just, I'm not sure. I want to be able to play you the message, so let's see what happens. Okay, I'm getting the call, and I'll put it on speaker. Let's see if I can hear this.
Hi, this is Dr. Wyatt's office with an automatic phone call reminder of your upcoming appointment. Please stay on the line to hear your date and time. Thanks, and have a great day. December 20th, 2011 at 1:30 p.m.
And it'll repeat.
Hi, this is Dr. Wyatt's office with an automatic reminder.
Okay, so you heard the phone call. That was a live call. If I don't answer, it'll actually go to voicemail, and it'll leave me a voicemail message. And I'll show you the text message here. Now notice it said my recording, and then at the end it said, then that computerized voice, it said December 20th, 2011 at 1:30 p.m. That's the part that gets synthesized by the computer. So whatever you type here, you could say happy birthday, you could say the date, time, whatever fits. So in most cases, the person is going to just type the date and time of the appointment. And then as long as you schedule it the day before or whenever they want the reminder, they'll get the call. Now let's go take a look at my Google Voice, and let me refresh this. I should have a couple here. Yeah, this one I did. This was my first test that kind of failed, and you'll see at 10:53 p.m. I also got the voicemail at 10:53 because I hit the wrong button on my phone, and it sent it to voicemail. But you can see it did the translation pretty well, and the date and time and all that stuff. And of course, you can play the audio, which is the same thing you heard on my phone. So there's my text messages, there's my multiple calls, there's my phone call, the first one, then you heard the one I just did. Now let's check out my email. Okay, and here's the email I received. It's from the first name, last name of the user account, which was I created reminder user as the first and last name. And then that was my email address. So the doctor's office would probably say Dr. So-and-so, or whatever, chiropractic, or something like that, and then their email address, which the person could reply to if they want. Here's the body of the email, followed by that date and time at the end. So that is what the email looks like. And now going back to the reminders plugin, I'm logged in again as like the doctor's office, and I would see my reminders would all show up here. And now let's say this patient comes back in, and you have imagine lots of reminders here, and this one's going to be buried somewhere in the middle. So you could look up by the patient's last name real quick, search reminders, and then it should bring up that person's record. So we didn't really see much of a change, although it does say search results for Wyatt, and it shows my record there. So you can search by first, last name, or maybe part of the phone number. And then that way you could actually go back in to the record to edit it, and really the only thing you need to update will be probably the next appointment time. So let's say their next appointment is the 29th at 3:30. So once you have that set up, you adjust that. Now the rest should be the same. Their phone numbers, email address, and all that stuff should be the same. And then the only thing you have to change is when you send the reminder. So now notice here the reminder status, it says it's been sent, but that I can reschedule it for future delivery. So if I go back in here, and since the appointment's on the 29th, I'd probably pick the 28th. And whatever time of day I'm at work, it's probably, it's probably about the same time during the day. I typically want to worry about that. Hit OK, so it's scheduled for delivery at this date and time. And I would just hit schedule. And then we'll go back and look at our list of reminders. And let's go ahead and look at all reminders. And this list of reminders will show everything scheduled and sent. So, and the office, you can filter by scheduled as well. So you can see this one's scheduled for delivery on the 28th. If they need to adjust that real quick, they can right here with the quick edit. But it just shows me what's in the future and what's coming up maybe for today. So that's how to quickly update a person and reschedule another message.